do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punches? I was hitting with body punches and I heard him, actually he was crying in there. You're saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
Boxingvoice.com.
So you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, I knew he was touching and taking those punches.
Grievances production.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another edition of the Boxing Voice. And for all our UK representatives and listeners, we got a treat for you. We'll be talking a little Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte. No clue why. All of a sudden, White's coming out saying he's never gotten an offer. I thought we were arguing yesterday that he got an offer according to one Michael Gross, but we'll leave it up to him to defend the bullshit as always. Happy morning to you guys. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241 to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're going to be talking a little Eddie, a little AJ, a little White, and who knows if Oscar Rivas' name might slip in there, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, because it's a very tangled web in which we must discuss all the details. So, without any further ado, let me head on out to my co-host, Helen from around the globe. And remember, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. You must send a friend request if you want to be down.
Boxingvoice.com.
There's never any doubt in my mind because I'm the best in the world.
It was a part of me that wanted to go more around. I'm a fighter.
Grievances production.
I don't know who he was, but he's talking a lot. So I said, why don't you jump on the stage and fill in the space?
Yo, guys, yo. Apologies for yesterday. Kept cutting in and out. But yeah, back again with another one. Dillian Whyte, he's unhappy. He's calling AJ and Team AJ a liar. He's saying he didn't receive an offer. Why would they say they have? So yeah, let's get into it.
And without further ado, Big Mike.
Grievances production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Boxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, I'm gonna say he was too weak. He stayed out for what he said when I stopped.
A man stand up for what he believes in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
Boxingvoice.com.
Yo. Good morning, everybody out there in the TBV universe. Yes, another morning, another day, another dollar, Thursday morning. And our flagship is tonight, but right now, we got a little Dillian Whyte news, man. He's kind of pissed off at the WBC. A little mad at Anthony Joshua. He didn't get to fight in June. Maybe a little mad at Eddie. And a lot of things going on with Dillian. So he went to Talk Sports and did a tell-all pretty much. So we'll break it down, get into it, and decipher everything that he said. What's going on, Ness? What's going on, Kerr?
So he doesn't have a fight schedule? Because I thought he was fighting Oscar Rivas.
He definitely has a fight schedule, but
so
I guess
why is he mad?
I guess the people at Talk Sports asked him about the WBC ruling, and they asked him about the AJ fight, and here's what he had to say. Let's start with the WBC.
Mike, before you go into that, can you just clarify? Obviously, the TalkSport didn't actually do an interview with him. That's his own column. So he actually has a piece with TalkSport where he can write about boxing, and that's his own column. So it's not an interview.
Wow.
Yo, these fighters are getting smarter and smarter. Everybody's opening up a YouTube channel. Now Dillian Whyte become a columnist. Just like Peter Kahn, right? It's like, yo, let me write a few articles at the same time, put myself out there, and now boom. It's like his articles gotten more traction than the fighters he signs. Now we find out about the fighters he signed.
Absolutely, and that's a good look for Dillian, man. Like seeing fighters that take
control of their career, as Eddie would say.
Not even control of their career, but control of their narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like they are influential with what goes out about them. You know what I'm saying? I kind of dig that a little bit. But let's go to the article. Well, the column. What a joker Deontay Wilder is. He has been spouting his mouth off about me recently and claimed I had every opportunity to fight him. That's rubbish. My team has offered him the fight numerous times over the last few years, with a career high purse of each time. I have now been officially ranked number one in WBC for over 550 days, and the coward continues to run from me. So he's saying that even though he's been the number one contender for over a year, he still could not get Deontay Wilder in the ring, and he feels like Deontay Wilder is avoiding him, and also that he's not he's not the true champion, and that's what I get from the sense of that column.
Cool. Akan, how many number one contenders has Dillian Whyte or AJ faced? Number one contenders.
Dillian Whyte hasn't faced any number one contenders.
Look at the pot calling the kettle black. What about Anthony Joshua, the 4 belt holder champion? How many number one contenders has he faced?
I think one.
Oh, yeah? Holy shit. That's news to me. Who's the number one contender on his list?
WBA Povetkin.
Nah.
He wasn't mandatory?
He wasn't. No. Mandatory, maybe. Mandatory,
he wasn't mandatory. He wasn't number one.
Listen, mandatory is maybe, and that is acceptable because Deontay Wilder has also fought mandatories. But to claim that this man is ducking a number one that the WBC hasn't even mandated, nigga, you ain't nobody. How many fucking times I gotta tell this motherfucker you ain't fight nobody, and number one don't make you next. This motherfucker got a column and still don't know what's going on in boxing. It don't make you next. And you dumbass fans of his, he ain't next. You got to be mandated. Okay? So again, I say, not to my co-host, but to you fools, how many number one contenders has Anthony Joshua and fucking Deontay Wilder face? Fuck out of here. Oh, he doesn't face me. I'm the number one contender. Man, who cares? Get in the mandatory position. That's how I feel. Get in the mandatory position.
No, but Nez, we have to.
You got to get in the position to get that fight called. Is Vasyl Lomachenko fighting number one contenders in any of the sanctioning bodies that he's got a belt? No. He going to fight Luke Campbell for a vacant title. Ain't nobody telling him nothing.
But then Nez, we have to feel sorry for White to some extent too, because you have to remember as well. He was lined up.
He ain't got no promoter. You heard what? No. You wasn't on the show yesterday.
We can't even blame Eddie Hearn on this one.
You wasn't on the show. Hold on, we can't even blame Eddie Hearn on this one. Mauricio Sulaiman said he put Dillian Whyte bum ass in 2 eliminators and he denied both. Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte, Luis Ortiz versus Dillian Whyte. My man don't want that sauce. You know what he want? He wants you to sanction Lucas Brown versus Dillian Whyte or fucking David Allen versus Dillian.
Nez, hold on, Nez. But Nez, did the WBC not sanction a final eliminator for Brazil versus White? Did they not do that?
Did that fight happen?
Hold on, but did they not do that? Was that not sanctioned?
I'm gonna take your word for it.
It was sanctioned because they ordered the Fury fight.
Exactly.
For the rematch.
And once Fury didn't take the rematch, that called the chain reaction.
Retroactive.
We can't have you face Dominic Brazil if now he's the active mandatory account.
I understand, but we can't. But there's no way that it's right for someone.
Oh man, damn, McCann, you was going so good.
My man lasted 19 minutes, bro. The Queen said, "That's it. You shall not defend your people."
You guys can't hear me.
Now
you're back.
Gone again. What the fuck?
The WBC are protecting Wilder, and I don't know why. Maybe they want the belt to stay in America or something. He's always talking rubbish, claiming he wants a body on his record and he wants Brazil. Young son to be there to watch him, cripple his daddy. What kind of idiot talks like that, and why do the WBC ignore it all? I don't understand why they persist with him and allow him to dodge me. He's not a good mouthpiece for the WBC. They should make one of those special belts to muzzle him with.
All right, let's go through the facts. Last 3 fights. Who's Wilder's last 3 fights?
Ortiz, Fury, and now
mandatory. What's Dillian Whyte's last 3 fights?
Brown, Parker.
No, Chisora. It was Chisora.
Brown, Parker, Chisora.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it seem like Wilder's avoiding him? Who are the tougher names on that list? Is Parker tougher than Luis Ortiz? Or is Parker tougher than Tyson Fury? And we can't throw Dominic Breazeale in it because that's a mandatory, which means you have to do it or be stripped. You have to do it or be stripped. No different than when Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder were negotiating and Eddie Hearn said, we have to do the Povetkin fight or be stripped. So, again, how is he ducking, dodging, avoiding this number one contender when he's fighting people better and higher ranked? This man is delusional. Delusional. You guys call us delusional. He is delusional. He hasn't done nothing. He just sitting around crying for a shot. He been crying for 2 years. Why don't you tell him to go fight someone who ain't coming off a loss? Because they asked him to fight Tyson. He could have done that. I thought he wanted that. Then they offered him a fight versus AJ. He could have done that. I thought he wanted that. Then they offered him an eliminator with Luis Ortiz to get to Wilder. I thought he wanted that. He could have done that. Stop defending this dude, man. Stop defending this dude, bruh. This dude is bogus. He fighting Oscar Rivas, man. Oscar Rivas. He made his way almost 7 months. Not even. I ain't gonna exaggerate. He made his way almost 6 months. Actually, 5. 5. We only in May. He made his way 5 months for an announcement for a fight in July. Think about it. We've been reporting on him since January. Why? Because we thought he was going to get the fight. We didn't want the fight with him and AJ out there in Wembley. And then he's like, no, I'm not fighting him. I'm fighting Breazeale. And then I might fight Ortiz. No, now it's a super announcement. I'm fighting in July. And we find out it's Oscar Rivas. And you got the nerve to talk about Wilder, who just fought Ortiz and Fury. And his lineup next is Ortiz, Fury, or Adam Konaki. Like, seriously, guys? No one's going to stop me here and say, nah, you right. White is a little delusional. He going overboard with this fact that he ain't get a shot. He ain't the mandatory. Why does he keep asking for a shot? Show me someone else who got a shot as a number one contender. Just show me. Let's be fair, bruh. Let's be fair. My man from the UK, all of a sudden he deserves a shot because he from the fucking UK? Fuck out here. Do something.
I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, I think being in the WBC rankings for over a year and a half, 2 years almost, the guy put some work in, and he just frustrated with not being able to capitalize on all those secondary fees that he's paying. He didn't want the Ortiz fight when the WBC ordered it. That's a fact. Now, the Fury fight, I know Mauricio said that they mandated, but I'm not sure if he said it was White that didn't want to fight.
No, but White didn't want that fight, though, Mike. Eddie Hearn already said they weren't happy with the decision of WBC, so that they weren't going to accept that. And that was before it was known what it was. So that's before the public knew what it actually was.
And to me, that would have been a big name to have on his resume, saying that Fury just fought Wilder. So that's kind of like a gauge.
Does White think he can beat Fury, though?
Exactly.
I mean, apparently, White beat his ass in sparring and shit. I'm just saying, if a guy tells me that I beat his ass in sparring, then that means you should take that fight, hands down.
Sparring ain't a fight. Sparring ain't a fight. Go get it then.
I totally understand that.
Go get it. Go get it. Why are you waiting this long? Why are you waiting this long? He tried to act like Wilder was cherry picking. Then he tried to act like Fury won. Go fight Fury now. Go fight Fury. You said Fury was out 3 years. Oh, this is a farce. This is bullshit. Look at the champion we got. Now, you saying Fury won. Go fight him. Go fight Lewis. Like, Wilder ain't fighting nobody. Go fight Tyson or Lewis, the dudes he's fighting then. Fuck it. Fight Dominic Breazeale. You said you wanted him. Like, what is this man talking about? Someone tell me. Y'all defending this bullshit. He shouldn't even get a show, bruh. This garbage. No, seriously. Seriously, this garbage. When you out here fighting David Allen and Lucas Brown.
To be fair, he fought David Allen years ago.
To be fair, he was ordered by the WBC to have 3 eliminators. Matter of fact, let's play a game. Name another active fighter that was sanctioned by any sanctioning body. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna make it that easy. Name another active fighter that was sanctioned by one sanctioning body to have 3 separate title eliminators. Go ahead. I'll wait. The show's going to end before you fucking come up with it. Name one dude that was offered 3 different opportunities by the same sanctioning body to resolve his quote-unquote issue. The one he's crying about in every fucking column he writes and every interview he does. I ain't getting a shot. They ducking me. But I ain't want that eliminated with Lewis. Not the one the WBC president talked about on this show yesterday that you could catch on iTunes. No, I ain't want that. Neither did I want the other one with Tyson Fury. I didn't want that. I just want a shot at Wilder, and they should accommodate me even though I am not the mandatory. Read between the lines, man. Let's get over with this bum-ass show with this bum-ass dude talking bullshit. Fight somebody. Fight somebody. You want a shot? Get in the ring, bro. That's how you get your shot. That's how you get your shot. You don't stand on the outside just crying. Tyson Fury wasn't crying. He started fighting. And they laughed at him, and then he got a shot. Start fighting, bro. It's been 6 months you out the ring. 6 months. Probably more. I'm only counting this year. When his last fight, Mike? That's your boy.
December
22nd.
Wasn't entirely his fault being out the ring 6 months.
No, it was his fault, Mike. It was his fault. He was offered the AJ fight.
He was offered the AJ fight.
He was offered the AJ fight, but it was an offer that we all knew that he wasn't going to take.
Oh yeah. But Wilder should take every offer. But with Whyte, we going fucking be selective and think about his feelings. It's not the offer he should have took.
Who says Wilder should took every offer?
Whyte, be careful. Read through the fine line. But Wilder, accept anything. Take that flat fee. Come on, man. Yo, bro. Listen, bro. If this is the type of shit we doing every morning, man, I'ma just start it and walk away because this don't make no sense. We got to be even with this criticism.
How are we not being even with the criticism? Let me know that. Now you want to walk away. Never said Wilder should take any kind of offer from anybody. If you remember down in Texas, I had an adverse opinion to everybody else's opinion. So how are we not being consistent?
Because homie had 3 offers, champ. It's fighters out here that would die. They'll cut their arm off. He had 3. Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Dominic Brazil, 4. He had 3 eliminator offers and 1 huge super fight offer. You see when you put it out there into the universe and you say it out loud how crazy it sounds? This motherfucker got the nerve to go waste his energy writing, saying someone else is ducking him when he ducked and eliminated with Tyson Fury, ducked and eliminated with Luis Ortiz, ducked and eliminated with Dominic Brazil. I ain't gonna say duck Dominic Brazil because you know what? By Fury not taking a rematch, the Brazil one didn't happen, but he still was offered 3 eliminators and a super fight. Name another active heavy. Luis Ortiz, we clown him for not taking an offer. He didn't get offered this many options to choose from. My man went to the library with all these out. He could put these books back anytime he want.
Yeah, I don't think Dillian Whyte was offered $7 million to fight AJ either.
I bet you he wasn't, but he was offered the fight. Andy Ruiz took it with one. Michael Hunter wanted it with 1.3. Stop it, Mike. You want to defend? It's all good.
I'm not defending. I'm just using logic. Michael Hunter and Andy Ruiz are
Mike is 21 Savage, y'all. He ain't tell us, but he really born in the UK. He 21 Savage.
Whatever you want to say, bro. But Andy Ruiz and what's the other guy's name? Michael Hunter do not have the cachet that Dillian Whyte has and did not command a bigger offer like him. So if he thinks that AJ and Eddie were lowballing him for that fight, then who am I to say that he's wrong? He said that based off his last fight, which is Zora, he was going to make more money in that fight than he would against AJ. Oh, okay, nobody else didn't say.
I was coughing, but you said that he said he was going to make more money with Chisora, the fight that he did have, than versus with AJ?
Then he got offered with AJ.
So that statement doesn't make sense. I guess you got to rephrase it. He said he was going to make more. Did he make more in the Derek Chisora fight?
He said, if I would have took the AJ fight, I would have made more in the Chisora fight than what they offered me. And this is an old interview.
How old? Because that just the wording, Akan, is it me or does that wording sound like he might have not made more in the Derek Chisora fight? I don't know. It's just like weird.
But Mike, didn't he go against that though when they did the joint interview on IFL with Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte? Didn't he deny that?
No, I don't think so. Only thing I remember is him saying
Because
verbatim.
he accepted the money eventually, right? So the financial offer was accepted
No, he
eventually.
never
He wasn't
accepted
happy
money.
with the rematch.
He never
He did.
accepted them.
He did. He wasn't happy with the rematch.
I
Never
thought he
accept.
accepted all terms. He just wasn't happy with AJ not getting 20 weeks testing. Like,
That's why I was thought too. And he said
That's
if he would have took the fight, he
all
would have
right,
made
but
more.
that's what Akan is saying. He accepted the financial side.
But I think what happened was over the time of the negotiation. The first offer was so low that they finally came back with a good offer, and by that time, the 20 weeks of testing would have not been in place. So that's why he didn't accept it. But he said the first offer that they offered him, he was going to make more money in the Chisora fight than he would in the AJ fight.
So where are we with this, man? What's the verdict here? What were we trying to accomplish with this particular show? Because honestly, I don't get it.
I think in heavyweight news,
White said he wasn't offered the June 1st fight, even though people have come out and said he had been offered, or all heavyweights were made an offer.
So White is now claiming that he didn't get offered the Anthony Joshua fight. When on an interview with IFL, he says that he did. And Coogan says, but didn't they give you what you wanted? He was like, yeah, but I need 20 weeks of drug. So that interview didn't happen. I'm lost.
that was for April 13th, not June 1st.
Oh, for April 13th in Wembley.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
That was for that fight.
he's saying they didn't offer me a June 1st fight.
Yeah, he said they didn't offer me a June 1st fight.
But he's
though-
also saying Eddie Hearn and AJ did say
Did say what? You went out again, champ.
he did say that they claimed.
And you went out again after the word claim.
Look, he did say that AJ and Eddie Hearn didn't necessarily make an offer to him for the fight. And Eddie Hearn, like when he called Eddie and said, "Hey, I'll be available for this fight," he said Eddie changed the subject real quick and didn't seem like he was very interested in making a White and AJ fight for June 1st. And that's his biggest thing. Andy Ruiz, he felt like he would have been a better opponent than Andy for the June 1st fight.
I mean, maybe competitively. I'll be honest, maybe competitively. Because is Dillian a little bit taller?
Yeah, he's about 6'3", 6'4".
6'4".
Andy's a bit short, man. And I want to believe that maybe Dillian Whyte will have better mobility with his body type versus Andy's body type. But we all know that the reason they went with Andy Ruiz is because that was the guy that best matched the big baby body type. You know, it's the easiest way not to have to change too much of the game plan if you're Rob McCracken and AJ. You know, it's kind of keeps you close to the script.
I would say, yeah. I mean, maybe not the kind of pressure of Big Baby, but yeah, as far as the punch output, not that big of a drop off from Andy from Big Baby.
Yeah, and that's what I do think. I think Andy's gonna bring that Mexican style sort of pressure. Just watching him in his last fight, I'm not sure what sort of success he's gonna have. Just because he seems very short, man. I've seen a lot of his jabs being deflected off the shoulders of Dimitrenko. Just being blocked, whether it be intentionally or not. So, yeah, interesting to see.
We got a super chat from R&V. So let's help a con upgrade from AOL to high-speed internet.
I don't know, man. It just came out of nowhere. This new bug he's got. It's got to be something.
Got to be upgraded there or something.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
yeah, man. That's the synopsis of the column that he wrote.
I'm just tired, bro. Like, I know I'm the resident UK hater, and they always gonna take everything I say like that. But come on, bro. My man's been offered so many opportunities, bro. Like, This whole I'm being ducked shit is ridiculous, bro. You being ducked, then when you get to the top, you ain't like people talk about Wilder and then they do the same thing. It's like he got to the Anthony Joshua fight. He's like, nah, I need these terms, even though you know who's the A side. So everyone gets to that negotiation table and tries to negotiate the best deal possible for themselves. You know, these dudes need to stop criticizing each other when they're doing the same exact thing.
We got a super chat from Messiah. WBC ordered Whyte versus Ortiz, and Whyte did not take it. Why shouldn't Whyte have to fight a WBC order mandatory instead of picking his own fight?
Not only that, picking his own mandatory, he's already petitioned. We spoke to Mauricio Suleiman. You can catch that episode yesterday. He already put in a petition to the WBC to make Oscar Rivas the eliminator. He don't want that sauce. WBC sent him a letter, said, you got to fight Tyson Fury. He said, nah, can I fight Oscar instead? And this is the guy who says Wilder's ducking him. Has Wilder ever put in a petition to the WBC to say, nah, I don't want to fight Dominic Breazeale or Luis Ortiz or Tyson Fury? Nah, I ain't think so.
We got another one from
That's why he don't come on this show.
Man.
That's why, because he know I'm going to ask him that real shit. Fuck out of here.
We got one from Young Merv, the cut man. Does Dillian know the rules of the WBC Silver? I do, and I don't fight.
He obviously don't. He's the number one. I'm the number one contender. I deserve a shot. I've been number one forever. Show me another number one contender that got a shot, champ. And it wasn't no asterisk next to it. It wasn't no weird shit going on like right now with Lomachenko. And he ain't the number one. Maybe he is, though. What is Luke Campbell? We probably number 3. And Devin Haney was number 1.
No. He number 1. Some dude from whatever, he number 2. And Devin Haney like number 3, I think.
There you go. And Luke Campbell was not going to fight the champion. He was still meant to fight an eliminator for the title, which is what he's doing. Unfortunate for him, he's fighting a very good champion in an eliminator. But, technically speaking, it was supposed to be Devin Haney, an eliminator shot for the title, or a vacant title shot. So, everything is in line. Dillian just wants special treatment. That's how I see it. He just wants special treatment.
In the last super chat, we got one from Messiah. I agree with Ness. Shout out to Ness for speaking the truth.
Oh, that's it? I thought he was gonna get into a specific point I made. But hey, thanks, Messiah. These dudes don't want to fess up to the truth, man. But let's get out to the phone lines, I guess. Is that all the super chats, Mike?
That's it, man. Let's get out to the callers. If you're listening right now on YouTube, 389 of y'all listening, so I need 389 thumbs up. Go ahead and help the show grow and get bigger and bigger so we can go more places. Smash that thumbs up button.
Hit that thumbs up button.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Hey, Mike, FYI, Fury said he needed another tune-up to fight Wilder. Okay? And Dillian says Wilder's ducking him. So the dude that just fought him needs 2 tune-ups to fight him again. But somehow that dude who made a top 2 heavyweight want 2 tune-ups. Like, come on, like, we ain't stupid here. Let's think logically. Like, why would Tyson Fury, after fighting and quote-unquote beating Wilder, need 2 tune-ups, guys? Like,
you don't want no sauce.
No. He could be thinking smartly, Mike. He could be saying, well, look how good I did coming straight into this fight the way that I did. Maybe a couple of fights will give me an advantage that I didn't have that night. You know, maybe
not fighting Tom Schwartz.
Maybe I won't get hit. But that's something to think about. Like, you beat me, allegedly. You claim you beat me. You claim it was easy. You claim I'm a dosser, I'm a bum. Why 2? Why stay away from me for 2 fights?
You gotta get better, man.
But the guy that we think is better than Dillian Whyte, the guy that Dillian Whyte ducked the eliminator with for that actual shot at Wilder, he wants two before fighting Wilder. And Dillian Whyte wants us to believe that he wants to go straight into the Wilder fight. All right. I'll believe it when I see it. Really will. Let's go on out to this morning's turn up.
BoxingVoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Gas in the morning.
What's going on? Yes, sir, smoking that cookie. You dig? It's the Rookie of the Year, H Money, Mr. Dazn. And I just want to talk about Dillian Whyte. And, I like Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte, he is a part of Matchroom Boxing, and he did fight against Anthony Joshua, the cash cow. He beat Joseph Parker, the former WBO heavyweight champion of the world. He knocked out Derek Chisora. So I'm a Dillian Whyte fan, and I think he's a dog. I think Dillian Whyte is a beast. And I just can't wait for the big fights. We got to sit, we got to let it marinate, and we got to be patient, brothers. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all the heavyweights. I got him as a top 4, top 5 heavyweight with Usyk, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Dillian Whyte. So salute to the show. Eddie Hearn, the best promoter in the world. Dazn took over boxing. Pay-per-view is dead. Everybody subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Let's get it, baby.
H Money, good call, man. I was with that energy.
Diamonds wet like a fish. Time to go out to Mastermind. Nope, that ain't him. And Sal with the horrible connection. What's going on, Sal? Trying to connect you over here, champ.
What's going on, Milwaukee? Y'all going to the finals, huh? Y'all big timing now, huh? Y'all got the Greek freak, huh?
We going out to Troy in Baltimore.
What up, Baltimore?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Can you hear me?
No, you're on speakerphone. We'll come back to you. Sal, Boomerang, talk to me.
What up, Sally?
All right, fellas, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, check this out, man. Much respect to y'all from Vegas. I missed the show. My voice was hoarse. I couldn't call in. I lost my voice. But I got a few things, man. Fuck this topic. I'm going back to my boy Canelo. Hey, check this out, Mike. You got to stop trying to get Spence killed, bruh. Leave that man Canelo alone, bruh. You kill me every time you say that, but yet you say Crawford can beat Spence. You're showing your true biasness, bro. You got to stop that.
How's that being biased? Skills pay the bills, my nigga.
No, Spence can't touch Canelo's skill in no way, shape, or form. Not more power, not better boxer.
I'm not saying Errol Spence is more skilled than Canelo. I think their skills are comparable. What I am saying,
their skills is not comparable with all. Right, Canelo will kill Spence, bruh. It ain't nothing Spence did that Canelo ain't do better. He on a whole nother level. Stop trying to rush that man up when he ain't got no problem fighting at 147. He ain't never missed weight. Stop trying to get that boy slaughtered like that, man.
I ain't trying to get him slaughtered.
Another thing, Mike. Man, when you go out of town, bro, stop wearing other nigga shit. Rep TVV, bro. I don't want to see you in no more TMT shit, man. What the fuck wrong with you, bro?
Yeah, he be wearing all type of brands. He
God
had everybody's
damn, bro.
shit.
What's wrong with you, bro? Put a TBV shirt on. What the fuck?
It ain't like I don't give him one every time I see him, too. He stay with a freshie.
Man, hey, but that's my call, man. Keep up the good work, man. Much love and respect to you brothers, man.
Yo, Sal, man.
I'm out.
Keep keeping these dudes in order, man. Sal the motherfucking check out here, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. We going out to King Luna in New Orleans. Talk to me, Luna.
What's going on, King Luna, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
What
Can
up,
y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, Mike? Look, man, Dillian Whyte don't have no right to be talking about Wilder didn't want to fight when it's clear he don't want none of Luis Ortiz. He just he always dismissing, Luis Ortiz like he's a nobody. but then he'll fight somebody that's obscure like Oscar Rivas. Not trying to diss Oscar Rivas, you know what I mean? I know he's a formidable opponent, and you know he has a, you know, he had a good win, but I don't think that Dillian Whyte can be talking. And I just wish Wilder would take that Dillian Whyte fight so he can crush this dude. And I like Dillian Whyte too, Mike. I'm not trying to diss your boy. I know you get offended about Dillian Whyte, but I just hope that Wilder would crush him. You know what I mean? So he can make that Joshua and Wilder fight bigger. Because I think that would be, you know, after he whoop on Brazil, then he'll have another common opponent by whooping on White.
I agree.
And I think that will add a lot more to the fight. I think that will add a lot more to the fight.
I've been wanting this fight forever, but then when Eddie offered him $8 million, come on, bro. I'm like, yo, Wilder, get this fucking free money, man. Get this free money, bro.
And go over to the UK and
put
do
this
it.
nigga in the bag,
you know what?
bro.
And if he went to the UK and did it, because he was going to go to Russia and go knock out Povetkin.
Hell no.
So
do that shit in Wembley. Do that shit in
That's
Wembley.
what I'm saying.
Let them have the pallbearers on fucking on speed dial.
On standby.
Right. And get that.
And that's really what I want,
publicity.
man. And that's why I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Right, Mike, you know what I'm saying? And if he got that UK publicity, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and that way he can call Wilder out on his, he can call Joshua out on his own platforms. You know what I mean? And that way he could turn the UK public against Joshua. I think he should go do that. I think he should confront Joshua in New York. I just wonder why, you know, if they want to fight each other so bad, why they never went to each other's fights. You know what I mean?
Well, that ain't true. Wilder went to the Klitschko fight. Wilder went to the Klitschko fight. He was supposed to unify with him, and
Joshua wouldn't let him get in the ring. And Joshua wouldn't let him get in the ring, right? That's what happened last time. You know what I mean? When Joshua fought Parker, he didn't want him in the ring. So that's some fuck. How you gonna build up the fight with that weak shit? You know what I mean? You supposed to have a climatic type, you know, fight after. I mean, like post fight after the, you know, after in the interview. That's how Mosley got Mayweather. And I agree with you. If Joshua want that fight so bad, he should go through the WBC route, and like you said with Suleiman, and put Wilder on the spot. That's my call, man.
Man, y'all gotta quit that shit, man. Y'all gotta quit this shit, all right?
Hey, Mike, why you
gotta quit that shit, bro. Y'all know that
shit
is not a logical thing to happen. Mauricio told y'all last night there's too many millions in the way. The same shit I was trying to tell y'all, but y'all want to call me motherfucking retarded and stupid.
Yo, stop changing Mauricio word. He never said, well, Nestor, it's different. It's no, he said this is a big fight, a big money fight, millions of dollars.
I've been saying this.
But he didn't say,
please,
he didn't
bro.
preference it the way you did.
Want to give me credit.
Listen,
but when fucking Mauricio come on, he get all the credit.
Michael, the way you are preferencing it is as if it can't be done, and he is agreeing with that. That's not what he said. You can't keep doing that. You can't keep saying he agreed with me. That's not what happened. And you didn't, as an interviewer, you didn't go in secondarily and ask him, oh, so you agree with me? No, you just try to take it how it sounds. But that ain't, you can't just give your own interpretation.
I asked him verbatim. I asked him, do you think Eddie Hearn and Joshua would do that? No, it's too many M's in the way.
He didn't say no. Again, you're putting words in his mouth. And he didn't say it's too many millions. You're putting whole phrases in his mouth, bro. He didn't say that. He started off by saying, well, and I think he said, well, Nestor, this is a big fight with millions and millions of dollars. That isn't saying it's too many. Saying it's too many means it can't be done. That's all. You're preferencing it differently.
Whoa. Do you think Eddie Hearn and Joshua was going to do that, though?
I believe that Eddie Hearn and Joshua most certainly have an opportunity here that maybe it hasn't set in. But I hope God grants me the ability to have an interview with Eddie Hearn and argue my case in an interview with him so he could give me his reasons verbally why it wouldn't make sense. Because if you got the WBC giving you 50-50, which is what you already saying you offering Wilder, and he's on Blue Blood interview saying he ain't going to take it, well then yes, you petition to the WBC, you force them to make their champion fight the other champion, and the split is 50-50, which you already agreed.
That whole interview then.
Which you already agreed.
Okay, he said something about Wilder that Wilder's our champion or something like that.
Because he misunderstood. When I said, what? I got upset, and I'm like, what? Anthony Joshua got 4 belts. Anthony Joshua's the champ. And then he stood up for his sanction. He's like, well, wait a minute. And that's when he called me. I don't know, I ain't going to even add that part. But he was like, wait a minute. Wilder is our champion. And he's got to recognize Wilder as the superior champion because his belt in his eyes is the superior belt. You know, Absolutely. It's a competition against all the other sanctioning bodies. But the fact of the matter still remains that Anthony Joshua is a adequate champion, if not overqualified in most people's eyes. The negotiations ain't working. They're not working. So if Vasyl Lomachenko could petition, if Sergey Kovalev could petition to get a fight with Adonis, and Vasyl could petition to get a fight with a vacant WBC, and Julio Cesar Chavez could petition to get a shot at the emeritus, use his emeritus status, well then yes, I think that's what Wilder should, not Wilder, I think that's what AJ should do. Because
I want everybody to go back and listen to that interview and let me know if you think Mauricio agree with me or agree with Ness. We got a comment section right below the video. It's very, very easy. Say Ness, you're right. Mike, you're right. It's that simple. Because you guys giving Ness too much. It was so many guys calling in last night. I mean, it was a good idea. Then y'all called right back after Mauricio got on and said, no, what? Nah, it wasn't a good idea.
No, it is a good idea. You know why? Because some things got lost. And we forgot one very important question.
The split?
Yes. When I spoke of splits, I spoke of emeritus status splits. And then a caller said, yo, wait, if they go to purse bid, right? Because this is what could happen. AJ petitions. WBC agrees. WBC mandates Wilder, says you got to fight AJ. Both parties come together. They negotiate the fight. They can't negotiate. So now that term, that days, the amount of days that WBC gave them to negotiate runs out. You go to purse bid. So that's where it's important. For me to even interview Eddie, I need to know the split because he could tell me anything. I need to hear it from Mauricio. What would happen in that particular seat? Yesterday he allowed us to give him hypotheticals. It would have been perfect to give him that specific hypothetical and ask what would the split be. And I'm sure because of who AJ is, it's going to be 50-50.
Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page.
And then if they go to purse bid, Dazn could win the fight. Showtime could win the fight. ESPN and Bob Arum could bid and win the fight. You understand what I'm saying? This works for everyone. You're just not being optimistic, and I understand that because boxing is brutal, and boxing is mean to its fans. They make us travel. We pay for everything. We're the only sport that pays for the two champions to meet each other. You guys got fucking tournaments in basketball left and right showing you who's the best for free. We gotta pay. So I understand you guys are abused.
It's not the fact that I'm not being optimistic. It's the fact of the.
No, you're an abused child. You've been beaten over and over by Eddie Hearns and his lies.
No, not even that. The characteristics and the track record of AJ and Eddie do not suggest that they would do anything like that.
All right.
And that's what I'm saying.
I'm glad that my topic was so good. This dude came back to talk about it a second day.
We had a college call in.
He talked about it a second day. Yo, oh my God. I should have never said that because I had a really good point for you, man. Say what you said again.
All right. Next caller.
No. Say what you said.
No.
All right.
You forgot, and I'm not going to.
Matabula, talk to me, Matabula. All right, so Matt, talk to me with all this fucking background noise. Sound like you inside of a factory. Matt going once. Matt going twice. Peace.
Matt on his bike riding down the hill.
We going to Michael on Skype. Talk to me.
What's going on, Michael?
Yo.
Hey, Mike.
Hey guys.
We hear you, champ. Good morning and good afternoon to you in the UK. Michael, you muted yourself.
Oh, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay, So basically, I'll make it nice and quick. Now the problem is Dillian Whyte. The issue is not him fighting Tyson Fury. The problem is with the WBC. This is the problem. Like they ordered Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. But the problem is he knows that Tyson Fury is not going to take it because he's already got a direct route to Wilder. So he knows that by them ordering this, it's going to be delayed even further. The same way like Charlo when they ordered Charlo versus Triple G. Yeah. Triple G doesn't need to fight Charlo. He's got a direct route. He's going to fight Canelo next. So this is what it is, a delay tactic. And this is what they're pissed off.
Yeah, but Michael, what does that have to do with Dillian Whyte?
This is what I'm doing, because Dillian Whyte is going to delay the process even longer.
Okay, but again, he's going to delay the process for Tyson Fury, not for himself. So again, he should do it.
No, but let's say, look. Let's say he accepts it. Okay, fine. Look, I accept Tyson. Happens is Tyson Fury goes, no, I'm not taking this. I'm going to fight him at the end of the year. So that means that the WBC is going to go, okay.
No. If Tyson doesn't accept it, WBC is going to move on to the next person. That's how it works. Tyson, yo, stop breathing into the mic, champ. Tyson can't accept it and then say, all right, we're going to set it up for the end of the year. That's not how it works. WBC gives you, I got to mute you, bro. What the fuck are you doing over there? WBC gives you, let's say, 90 days to negotiate, which is way too much. They be giving dudes like 15 days to come to an agreement. Oh, Tyson can't come to an agreement? Well, you not in an eliminator, and you won't get the eliminator shot. So now Dillian and someone else will be in an eliminator. Now, yes, I agree. Tyson still got a direct route to Wilder because Wilder want that rematch. But that doesn't mean that Dillian Whyte shouldn't actively keep trying to inch himself into the mandatory position officially with the sanctioning body. Okay? If he accepts the Tyson Fury or Luis Ortiz's eliminators and those guys pull out, then the next guy, Oscar Rivas, will be called. It's up to Dillian Whyte to call these guys as bluff. He believes that Lewis don't want no work. He says Lewis is old and no one knows him.
No one knows him. Speaks no English.
So knock him out and check his bluff. If he don't really want to fight, you sent him $2 million offers and all you got to do is accept the fight officially with the WBC. WBC will announce that the eliminator's official, and then we will see Luis Ortiz back out. We will see Tyson Fury back out. According to this guy, because I don't believe that shit. Why would Fury say no? Why would Luis Ortiz say no? We're talking about direct routes at the champ. Why would they say no? Even Dominic Brazil was willing. When he said, yo, I'll fight Dillian Whyte, but it got to be over here. That was his only issue in an interview that he said.
I think Ortiz would take it, but I don't think Fury would take that shot, Donez.
Why not?
Because he's already, like you said, he's already got Wilder. He's got Wilder in a voluntary.
Yeah, but
Wilder
guess what?
wants that fight.
He's got Wilder
90 seconds.
He's got Wilder in the voluntary with the rematch clause, champ. It's a rematch. This is Wilder's contract. This is Wilder saying here's 50-50, but here's another rematch in case you beat me. If he goes the eliminator route, what is he? The mandatory. What does he get? 40%. What does he got to do? Absolutely nothing. I beat Wilder. I walk the fuck away. So let's stop acting like an eliminator isn't a valuable position. That is a superior position to be in.
Well, what we're going to see, apparently all the news that's coming out is WBC is supposed to mandate Fury and Whyte, and that story came from us yesterday.
I'm going to love it. One of them ain't going to take it.
Yep. One of them not going to take it, and we're going to see who
But if Bob Arum is smart, he makes Fury take it, put it on ESPN. Yep. Take that opponent away from these other guys. Listen, it's always chess for me. You can't just make one move, because the final checkmate is going to be the last two heavyweights standing. Who those are going to be, we don't know, because there's so much shit going on. Every day something else is happening, you know? But that's how you shake up the game.
10 seconds.
If Tyson can fight Dillian, that's shaking up the game. Why? Because he could probably get a double mandatory. Dillian is like number 1 in the WBO. Meanwhile, I don't see him bitching and moaning to that president. I don't see him saying how the WBO is treated him unfairly and he's been there forever and, oh, when am I getting... He don't want that shot, and that's cool. That's cool. I can see it in his mind. Maybe he feels like Wilder's the vulnerable champion, so he's making more noise to get the Wilder shot because he feels that's an easier fight. And he ain't making no noise on his WBO because he don't want that AJ fight, which he already turned down offers for, right? So it makes sense. It makes sense. Maybe he sees Wilder as the easier fight.
Might be or he's listening to his promoter and trying to get undisputed all British showdown.
Yeah, going for the belt first. I hear that. And how do you do that? You do that by being the mandatory. So you ain't got no rematch clause, and you could walk away with that belt. So
well, let's see if they mandate Fury and White. Let's see who's gonna take it and who's not gonna take it. Maybe both guys take it.
I don't think. I think they take it, bro. Why would Fury not take it? Like, I think Fury's gone from them David Haye days. You know what I mean? Them days where he was playing and you know, oh, I'm gonna fight Batman suit. Like, he just don't look like that guy anymore. Let's just be real. He don't act like that guy no more. He's not playing. He's playful, but he's not playing like back then. You know what I'm saying? He just don't look like that guy. He's more focused. I believe Fury's back. And it's going to be a dangerous Fury. Hopefully he doesn't bore us in these next 2 tune-ups, and he can continue to mount and build a fan base. But we're going to go back to these callers. We're going to go and try Robert on Skype.
What up, Robert?
Yo, what's going on, fellas? How you doing this morning?
Good.
All right, Ness, I'm gonna go at you just a little bit, not much.
Go for it.
Go for it. Both you. But when it comes to that call yesterday with Mauricio, he went at you a little bit, letting you know that that's not realistic, in my opinion.
Can you give me an example, literally from that, of how he?
Yeah,
because I didn't feel that.
Yeah, he said. Basically, he said it was a little bit ridiculous because you're coming at it from more of a fan's perspective, which instead of an interviewer, he said basically that you were wrong in doing that because you can't. He says it takes too many millions of dollars for that process to go through.
Thank you, brother.
That's what I took from it. But I think Mike was a little bit right on that. It's a little bit unrealistic.
Hold up. So, what are you talking about? It takes too many millions of dollars for which process? What exactly are you talking about?
No, he said it takes millions of dollars for them to be able to do that, for him to go and petition the WBC and go through that whole process. He said it takes millions of dollars. That's the words that came out of his mouth.
Okay, so they got to pay the petition.
Yeah,
that's what you interpreted. I'm not holding you to it, but that's what you interpreted.
That's what I interpreted. That's not what I know. That's what I interpreted.
You're saying that AJ. Oh, that's what you know. You went and read the WBC rules.
No, I said that's not what I know. That's what I interpreted.
All right. So from what you interpreted, you're saying that he's saying AJ and Eddie would have to pay millions of dollars for the WBC to accept their petition to mandate their champion Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the case, or if it's the case that it's going to take $2 million for the process. So that's what I interpreted.
Okay, so what is your interpretation of the process? What do you mean by that? What's your interpretation of the process?
Well, as far as him petitioning, I don't know the process, but I just know what he said, and that's why I'm trying to get clarity too, because it sounded like to me that Mauricio was saying that it costs too much money.
I'm just trying to envision what you imagined. If you imagined that it would be like a $2 million processing fee with the paperwork for the petition, is that how you envisioned it when the words came across?
Yeah, that's exactly how exactly how I saw it.
So now
if that is the case, I don't think anybody wants to do that. I mean, that's too much money lost.
I mean, look, again, this is all hypothetical. This is Robert's interpretation of yesterday's interview, and I'll say this. $2 million is nothing when we're talking about $100 million purse, champ. It ain't nothing. Listen, the belts are going to get more. They're going to get more. you know, they get a bigger percentage. They get 30%, right? So like they're gonna get more. $2 million ain't shit to make this fight happen.
So if they do go to mandate, if he did that hypothetically and it was a mandate, what is the split? The split 50-50 or is it 30-60?
Well, again, this is a petition, so they can ask the same way. Remember, Daniel Jacobs went to the WBA and said, "Look, I know I'm just a regular, and I'm only entitled 25% to fight Gennady, but guess what? I want more, and I'm not fighting him until you give me more." And they gave him more. But Robert, got to go to more calls. This is what I'm saying, bruh. You can push and bend in boxing. So all AJ got to do is petition, and in his petition, say he want 50. And make his case why. I'm the IBO, the WBO, the WBA, the IBF champion. This is why I deserve 50%. This is why I feel you should mandate this fight. He doesn't want to accept my offers. He doesn't return my promoter's phone calls and emails. This is how they get it done. Let's go out to new caller in Texas, 214-897. Good morning. What's your name, sir? Or ma'am?
Yo, 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 yo. Next call in this.
All righty then. We're going to Troy. Talk to me.
All right. Yeah, I'm in a better place. I'm kind of, it's the truth. All this stuff with the heavyweights, you've been talking that since last night. It's kind of funny how all of this is coming out now, right? Really,
it came out because we did an interview with Mauricio Suleiman. So it's not funny.
No, I'm talking about the heavyweights overall. Because you last night you did Joshua Wilder. Today you on White and whoever, right? I'm Joshua, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just think that people were getting a little tired of the talk, and nobody fighting. So they had to put out a little bit more information to keep the people interested. Because at the end of the day, these cats just need to fight. Nobody wants to hear anything else anymore about this. This is an option. That's an option. This dude has been yelling for 50-50. Now he's on Blue Blood saying, I won't even fight him for 50-50. Just get a trash can, throw the damn belt in the trash, and let two other fighters fight for the belt and move on. He doesn't want to fight.
That's the point, man. Since he's not going to throw the belt away and he's obviously not going to give it up, that's why I'm coming up with the secondary option for AJ and Eddie to do exactly what Lomachenko did, exactly what Sergey Kovalev did when he wanted to fight Adonis Stevens. Petition to the WBC for a champion to fight their champion and let them mandate it. Force the fight. If he mandates it, it is Deontay Wilder's obligation as the WBC champion to accept that challenge. And if he doesn't, he has to vacate. But he ain't going to throw the belt in the trash.
Well, to be honest with you, how he's been fighting, how he's been handling himself as the champion, he's basically thrown the belt in the trash to see.
Well,
this is why you can never get extra time, because you're just a liar, bro. Like the dude fought Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury, and now he's fighting Dominic Brazil. Like only got one loss from AJ. Like stop it, bro. Stop it. Nobody got time for like bullshit fans, man. We trying to talk boxing here. In the media, talk to me.
What's going on in the media?
On Skype, Inema Media. You got to unmute yourself, champ, on your phone or desktop, Skype app. All right.
Yeah. You hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, good. Yeah, man, it's all crazy out here, but I don't see like your energy when it comes to Wilder, all ducking is all different, this man. You really got to put it on Wilder. You know what I mean? The interview that you done yesterday with Mauricio Solomon was good, but you guys are the main platform, and obviously you've got that close connection with Wilder. Like, he's saying, I'm not going to fight him for 50-50. I'm turning down 120 million. Like, where does it stop? All throughout last year,
Yo,
2007.
let me ask you something. So you telling me that the Wilder versus AJ fight is worth $40 million?
40 million.
Yes, is it worth 40 million? Or do you just read headlines? You don't actually click the article.
No, it's not about 40. It's not about whether it's worth 40 million. That's
no,
Wilder's
it is.
never moved.
It is
Wilder-
because no, excuse me.
listen,
Allow me to explain all the
I'm trying to
misinformation that you're
support me.
spewing. No, that's not how it works. You can't come on and lie and then think that I'm going to let you lie some more. All right? That's not how it works. Like, when you tell us, oh, when does it stop? He didn't want 120 million. Be specific. Tell the audience, which some of them could be casuals, that this 120 million was a 4-fight deal. And that the AJ fight was valued at 40 million. The Dominic Brazil was valued at 20 million. Okay? This is the problem. You fools. You idiots. Choose to just read a headline. You don't click the article. You don't give that author, that writer, that journalist the respect. Read the entire article. Learn what's really going on. Don't be a fucking sheep. Don't be a sheep. Don't just come on here and say what your other little sheep friends are saying in the forum. Because it was $120 million offer for 4 fights.
No, that was for 3 fights.
My nigga
Man,
said
it had a
sheep
rematch,
friends.
bro. What you talking about? What you talking about? It had a rematch.
Wasn't it Brazil, Wilder?
What you mean
And an
Brazil,
option
Wilder,
for a
Wilder?
4-fight.
And an option for a 4 fight. Do the math. 20 million for Brazil. 40 million for AJ. Okay, then what? Another what? Rematch? Didn't they offer him also a tune-up? Remember? Go ahead. Pull up the contract. This is what I'm saying. Not the contract, but the article. Stop reading fucking headlines. When is it going to stop? When are you going to stop being a sheep?
As the caller wasn't wrong, though, because Wilder said he would turn down 50-50. The caller wasn't wrong.
Absolutely. He did say that, and I didn't get to that part, right? Because he came on and he said, oh, Ness, your energy is totally different when it comes to Wilder. Is it really? Is it really? Or am I just tired like Wilder? Because I can remember, Akan, you wasn't on the show, but I'm sure you listened to it, right? And you're at least level-headed. When we were doing shows about the 12.5, I was right on board with Wilder. Like, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. Then it was 15. It was still crazy. But I am a fan and I am weak. So slowly but surely, I started to say, just take it. Take it. Get this fight done, just like every other fan. But it doesn't mean that it was ever right for him to be railroaded in the negotiation room. So now they're saying that my energy isn't the same because I was calling AJ a duck when he was trying to negotiate with Wilder, but giving him fake offers, which were going to make Wilder turn it down. So now they want me to say Wilder is ducking because he's still in his feelings. Because that's all this is. I think that by saying he's not going to accept 50-50 is just another way to ensure that he gets 50-50. What else could you do? If he's saying he's not going to accept 50-50 in the media, Con, and you're Eddie Hearn, are you going to get sent a 60-40 offer so you could keep getting ridiculed in the media? So when that 60-40 offer arrives to Wilder and he puts it out in the public, it's going to look like Eddie's again doing what? Lowballing.
Yeah, but one Shelly Finkel comes on here, Nez. We have to take that into consideration.
Take into consideration that if Eddie sends a 50-50 offer, he's got to see if Deontay is going to turn it down. But he got to send it, don't he? Deontay can say on any interview that he might not take it, because that's the words he used. I might not take it. I got plans. We got plans. That don't mean if the offer ain't good, he can't take it. It's up to Eddie to call his bluff. Call his bluff. Is he really not going to take 50-50?
And niggas change their mind every day, B.
Call his bluff. My energy ain't different. All of a sudden, Wilder's worth, in this dumbass caller's mind, because he didn't click the link, worth 120, and he turned it down. So, how is my energy different? You was trying to make him take 15 million and 12 million 6 months ago. My energy ain't different. My energy's the same. Treat him fairly. treat him fairly. Simple as that. And again, that's why it is me giving you guys this option of the WBC. Because if you don't think that he wants to negotiate and you do think that he's ducking, well, then it is your duty to employ Eddie and AJ to go to WBC route and have this fight mandated. It's very simple. Very simple. We found a loophole. We need to use it. We're going out to Matt one more time on Skype. Going once. Twice. Matabula, you're up. Talk to me. You unmuted yourself and then you muted yourself, Matabula.
Hello.
Now you're both.
Hey man, can you hear me?
Now both of you guys are unmuted, so one of you are gonna have to pick to go next.
Can I go next?
Yeah, you can go next.
Hello.
Whoever said that.
Okay. Hi guys. All right. We'll go back to Dillian Whyte a sec. You were talking earlier about Dillian Whyte. I've just heard that they've given a final eliminator for the Fury and Whyte. Is that correct? For the WBC?
Well, it should be coming down. The order hasn't been made, but from our interview with Mauricio yesterday, it seems like that could be the possibility.
Okay, right. Let me go back just a couple of years to the Brazil Eric Molina final eliminator fight. So that before that fight happened, it wasn't announced that that fight was going to be a WBC final eliminator. Mauricio Sulaiman has said in quite a few interviews now that Dominic Brazil had a signed agreement offer that he would get the final eliminator against Eric Molina only if he won. So I don't know how they can get those sort of deals given to them, and how like the number 4 in the WBC Brazil can get given a sort of agreement like that, and Dillian Whyte isn't.
The same way that Vasyl Lomachenko is getting an agreement like that. All you got to do is go and talk to them. They want to make fights.
Okay, right. I'll get on to my next point because I know I haven't got long. So now they're offering Dillian Whyte these eliminators like Ortiz and Fury. So when Luis Ortiz lost to Deontay Wilder, do you agree that Luis Ortiz should now go back of the line?
Back of the line? I wouldn't say that. I would definitely say drop slots in the ranking, yes.
So when Dillian Whyte lost to Joshua, I've heard you say that Dillian Whyte goes back of the line now, and he has to make his way back.
Dude, when Dillian Whyte fought Joshua, tell me what was his biggest name before Joshua. So the back of the line is where he goes. Luis Ortiz is at the front of the line. When Dillian Whyte fought AJ, he wasn't at the front of the line, bro. He was at the back of the line. It was a domestic fight, and he only got it because he had history. Luis Ortiz is at the top of the heavyweight division. So no, he don't go to the fucking back of the line.
He lost, so he goes back a few steps, you're saying, yes?
A few steps, yes. Just like Tyson Fury or any heavyweight. Like, you don't drop out the top 5. I mean, you don't lose to a top 5 fighter and drop out the top 10, bro.
Okay, so now
I'll give you an example. Kell Brook beat Sean Porter. IBF dropped Sean Porter out the top 15. That's why Sean Porter don't fight for the IBF no more. He is now because it's a unification, but they stopped. They were upset with the IBF. It's like, how the fuck do I lose to Kell Brook and I drop out the top 15? That's unheard of. And it was unheard of. That's why they got upset with them. You can't drop that far, bro. That's crazy.
I'll just get my final point is like Tyson Fury as well. I'm just saying that they've said to Dillian Whyte, you have to go the WBC eliminator route. I know that Ortiz and Fury were voluntary defenses, but it just seems like, you know, that Wilder's been getting favourable kind of picks for his defenses. And I'm just trying to say that Fury got given the offer, but they're saying to Whyte, there's no way that Whyte's going to be given a voluntary defense from Wilder. They've already said that we're going to wait. So that's my kind of point, guys. Thank you for listening and all the best. Cheers.
Yeah, I mean, Whyte won't get a voluntary defense from Wilder because of the way that he's been talking. So Wilder has come out on his Twitter and said, bro, you know, I don't got to fight my mandatory for 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, he could push it back. Yeah. Yo, you get more bees with honey than shit. But everybody don't gotta be nice. You don't gotta be nice. You know what I mean? Eddie and them damn sure ain't nice. They doing their contracts with 50-50 back ends. Just because I smile in your face don't mean I ain't got a hidden agenda. Let me go to Matabula now.
Matabula.
You already unmuted. Just talk, champ.
Matabula.
And he is not talking.
Outta here,
Diego, talk to me, Diego.
Diego.
Unmute, Diego.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So, in regards to Dillian Whyte, I was wondering if Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury, is that mandated? I missed most of it.
Not yet. Possibly coming down the pipeline from the WBC.
All right.
We had Mr. Suleiman on yesterday.
So this option,
he broke that
sorry,
news.
Sorry, Mike. You see this option of that Ness done of what AJ should do. I think us as fans should just turn on the fighters, man, because we're missing out on the opportunity to watch these fights. Because I'm not talking about just Wilder. I'm talking about AJ as well. If AJ's done wrong, we should call him out because we're gonna miss out in the end of the day on these fights because of and if Wilder said he doesn't want to fight, and then we're gonna look for options for AJ to try dig.
Damn, y'all UK, man. I don't know what's going on. The Queen ain't taking no shit.
They don't get. They get a few minutes of internet only. But man, whatever, bro. We don't see eye to eye, man. It is what it is, bro.
Nah.
Straight to the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Stainless from the streets to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
Yo, what's good, Stainless?
Mike, what's good, baby? Ness, what's good?
What up?
Khan, how you doing, baby, overseas?
How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I woke up this morning, man. That's the best start to my day, other than waking up to some TBV. So I'm here. We here. Let's get this talk started. We talking about White saying Joshua did this and that. That ain't no surprise, man. Come on, like, let's be real. I'm even starting to like Dillian Whyte a little bit more than Joshua. And I don't think it got any, I don't know if it's, I think my question is more, is this a Joshua or a Hearn tactic? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Eddie Hearn is the promoter for Joshua and the management for Joshua and doing all these moves for Joshua, but he's really putting that dude behind the A-ball. I mean, I don't see this fight doing well with him and, what's my man name? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Andy Ruiz, he's not a big name. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he beats him, he's not going to get any more respect or kudos or credence from me for that. So, you know what I'm saying? I am excited that he fight in the U.S., but other than that, man, it's not a big draw or a pull to me. So, you know, yeah, this might be a tactic from Matchroom and Eddie Hearn to make sure that we keep Joshua's name relevant because you're not really hearing his name right now. You know what I'm saying? Joshua is not as popular as he once was, I'm starting to think.
I mean, we damn sure ain't talking Joshua Miller or Joshua Ruiz. When Joshua Miller was a thing, we weren't talking about it. We started talking about it when he tested positive. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And
you know
Ruiz, we talked about him till he got picked. Like, we just not excited with those opponents. But we not excited with Wilder's opponent either because we ain't talking about that Wilder fight either.
Nah, but we already knew that we weren't going to be excited about that fight. You know what I'm saying? Wilder doing what he got to do at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm like you on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish that he would take this fight, and I understand why he not. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all want to see the fight with Wilder and Joshua. Until that happens, no other fight is going to be as interesting. You might as well be talking about watching Crawford Khan again because ain't nobody really interested in that fight. They're going to watch it because it's on. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad for boxing because we made such strides in the past 4 to 5 years. Like, boxing is back on mainstream TV. And we can't even get the fight that everybody's clamoring for. So, fuck all this White talk. I mean, don't White got a fight coming up, too. That's all this is promotion, man. I'm happy that everybody got fights going on. I'm happy to hear that the heavyweight division is alive and well. But let's get some fight, you know what I'm saying, some best fighting the best again. That's what we was doing in 2017, 18. Let's keep that going for 19. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up and share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. TBV for life. Peace, fellas.
Stainless, thanks for calling in. We're going out to...
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hey, yo, Skepta, on to them, boy. Oh, yeah, talk the boy. Go suck out your mama bumbo.
Hey, yo.
Dazn,
what's up, guys? Yeah. You know what? I just really don't get the energy from these camps talking about building this fight into a super fight and the fight getting bigger. I think for a fight to get bigger, people have to be engaged into all those fights up until that super fight happens. And, you know, if you can't attract a casual audience on the way, this fight isn't going to get bigger. You know, if Joshua gets a drop-off in his numbers, or if he gets beat, or if Wilder gets a drop-off in his numbers, or he gets beat, this fight don't get bigger. And at this point, we're not excited by any of these heavyweight fights coming up. I think Dillian Whyte's probably got the most exciting fight. And the alleged fights, which are supposedly happening after, which some of them are in doubt, like this Usyk Joshua. Is it Ortiz Wilder, perhaps? It's hard to get excited about those fights as well. So I think these guys need to fight each other to keep it alive, or even Fury, just to keep things exciting. Otherwise, it's just going to be a snooze fest, and it's not going to work. Yeah, that's my call.
All right. Well, Dazn, man, thanks for calling in. Mike, final thoughts?
Honestly, man, I think Dillian Whyte has to step up to the plate sooner or later. I think the Ortiz fight last year slipped through his hands. He could have took it, but he didn't. I also think this with the news from Mr. Suleiman yesterday that we had on our show exclusively, you know what I'm saying? We kind of can see it's shaping up to be Fury and Whyte, and I think that's a damn good fight for the whole of boxing, especially over in Britain. So if we get that fight, then I don't believe Dillian Whyte will have a problem with the WBC ruling after that fight. You know what I'm saying? So if he's victorious and comes through, then everything that's supposed to happen did happen, and now you're at the point that you're at now. But if you decide on me not wanting that fight, then we got to kind of look at you sideways, and I can't really defend you anymore. But yeah, follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. And thanks for all the callers calling in, man. We do appreciate it. And yeah, smash that thumbs up button, man. Smash that hole right now.
Yeah, my final thought is that Dillian Whyte, in my opinion, he just needs to take out Tyson Fury if he wants that Wilder shot. If Tyson Fury is going to back out from it, make him back out. Show these guys and show the boxing industry and the heavyweight division that these guys are scared of you. But yeah, let's hope that he gets his title shot, or he takes his final eliminator, because Dillian Whyte has to prove himself, in my opinion. He still has to prove himself. So yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe.
All right, man. Yeah, man. I want to thank everyone that tuned in. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, future, present, past. It helps with the visibility of this show. Don't forget to subscribe right here to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, because we did about 4 shows yesterday. You want to get those notifications. Patreons, make sure your emails are on, because we're sending you guys secondary notifications, as we know that YouTube notifications are kind of shit. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Peace.